Hey everyone, did you know that part of our natural development as a human being is full-blown addiction? That's right. Every single person ever born and every person alive today starts off being an addict. Between the ages of 6 and 8, we are already full-blown mind addicts, addicted to thinking. Why don't we know this? Well, we don't know this because we're not born with a disclaimer. That'd be really nice. That if all of a sudden when you're 6 years old, you get this little tattoo on your hand that says, "Warning, mind is extremely addictive and it can assume your personality." But that's part of life. Unfortunately, most of us don't ever move on to the next stage. We stay stuck there in addiction. And that first addiction makes us sick. It makes us suffer. It makes us feel a lot of psychological pain. And this pain can lead to further addictions. Trying to cope for this pain. So where do we go from here? How do we rid ourselves of this addiction? Our minds constantly running. Well, it starts with awareness and observation. Observe the mind and see what it does. Don't always just be swept away in thought. If you're completely involved with the thought, then you can't see it. Just be aware of your thoughts and understand they don't really hold that much power over you. But over time, you've allowed your mind to control you. It's time to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, am I truly happy and fulfilled in life? Not when something happens, not when you get the raise, not when you meet somebody, not when you buy something new, but just when nothing's happening. Your baseline of happiness. What's the difference between that big spike you get during an exciting event and then afterwards when it's over? How far do you drop down? Most of us drop down way below the happiness line. Some of us are in extreme misery. And some of us are just below happiness. Your mind addiction is keeping you below that line. Why? Because our scope of what reality is so limited. Our scope is so narrow, it fits nicely within the concept of the mind. We only live through our thoughts. There's more to life than that. Your body knows that. Your emotions know that. And that inner pain is trying to tell you something. That misery is trying to tell you something. Do something about it. Observe your mind. And if you've never tried it, meditation. Meditation is the tool that allows you to observe your mind and your emotions. And this alone will start raising that baseline of happiness. The ups and downs won't happen as much as they used to. You still get the spikes for the events, but when you drop down, you're still pretty happy. You still feel great. If you haven't checked out my meditation video, I have one. Give it a shot. Otherwise, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.